Welcome to another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you. Your country financial agents Larry Grady and Jacob Giesler. Larry Down Accounting. Farmers National Bank of Mount Sterling and Griggsville. Your Mount Sterling YMCA. Culbertson Memorial Hospital. The Ray Insurance Agency. Mount Sterling Savings Bank. All About Dance and More. Brown County State Bank. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. KLC Inc. Henry Automotive. Double K Firearms. Yingling and Nissen Insurance. The Hindeker Funeral Home. Cassing Lumber Company. St. Mary's School, L. Grady Realty, Burnett Plumbing, Heather's Tumble and Tap, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, and Rustic Gardens. Now for the start of tonight's broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, Heath Fullerton with you. Finally broadcasting basketball, guys. Are you as excited as I am?
Yeah, it's an exciting night. It was exciting to watch the varsity boys last night over in Rushville, and looking forward to this action. Coach Fullerton?
I think we've all been waiting for this, especially the kids. With all these rules and regulations and so forth, at the end of the day, the main thing is these guys in the uniforms on the court, and they're getting to play basketball, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely great. And somebody asked me how the last week has been for me. I said, well, I've been a spastic woodpecker. Or as Kevin would say, I use this on Kevin because he likes these sayings, I was busier than a one-armed paper hanger. And so we spent some time this week preparing for this, getting all the commercials ready. You're going to see video commercials for the very first time on tonight's broadcast. And so we've kicked it up another notch, and we're actually in a new location for us. We're actually on the west side of the gym, as you can tell from the Hornet being upside down in its center court, that we're on the west side, a little bit lower, but we've got our own setup. And one of the blessings that we have is everything's permanent. We don't have to set up a thing other than come in and turn on the computers and so forth. And isn't that absolutely great?
Yes.
And so, Kevin, do you know anything about the 7th and 8th graders? We haven't had a lot of time to find out about what's going on and everything that's going on with that program.
Yeah, I think Coach Fullerton is going to have some more insight on that. But, 8th graders got quite a few athletes up there, and probably, what coach, probably 8 to 10 on that roster.
Yes.
So good-sized roster for an 8th grade. And then 7th grade, it looks like, we called some 6th graders up this year just to get those numbers up, get some participation out of those 6th graders. And it looks like just an army out there for the Brown County squad. But all those boys, whether they get to play in these games or not, what an opportunity just to practice after a crazy 2020 year, to step on the court, to be able to compete in practice, and then bring it to a game, that energy on the bench. With the lack of crowd, guys, that's the one thing I've noticed in college basketball, especially in Illinois games. When that bench is loud, it honestly sounds like there's a crowd there. So you look forward to a big bench like the Hornets have, and providing that energy to the kiddos that are on the court.
Sure.
Absolutely. And as always, we've got our sponsors to take care of, and so we're going to take a couple of minute break here to let our sponsors speak for a little while. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions that fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591 to talk about how we can ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, and Heath Fullerton back with you. Junior high basketball tonight, our first broadcast of the year. We got new digs, we got new commercials. Hopefully everybody's enjoying that, and we can bring you a really good broadcast. I'm going to let you guys talk about the game and to talk about some of the players that you know about that we should be looking at during this ball game while I set up in a picture.
Okay, well, I think starting off collectively, Payson is known for being one of the better programs within Western Illinois. from the high school all the way down to their junior high. Last year, I know at the 7th grade level, Brown County and Payson played for the regional championship, and Payson came out on top. So a good quality team. I think they're well coached. I know their coach is very energetic and knows what he's doing. So I'm sure we'll hear him from over on this side throughout the game, as well as Coach Flessner. But no, really good. When you look at the 7th grade, for some of these kids, you know, that have had to go through everything like they have, and they haven't had the opportunity to really play sports or be active or whatever, you might have a couple 7th graders out here that never played basketball before. And honestly, that's a great thing, because a lot of these young kids are going to develop differently. And usually, you know, last night from watching the boys game, when they played Rushville, I mean, it was sloppy a little bit on both sides. And you're going to see that here tonight, too, with it being the first game. Sure, there'll be a lot of fouls, there'll be a lot of travels, a lot of turnovers and such, because it is the first game. These boys, you know, they haven't had a ton of practices, so the chemistry may not be where it potentially could be, say, by the 10th game. They're kind of feeling each other out. But, no, I'm just excited for both squads. And win or lose, I mean, my gosh, can't ask for anything better that our athletes in our local communities and across the state of Illinois have the opportunity to play sports, and that's a great thing.
Absolutely, Coach. And you know, the one thing I noticed last night, and we talked to, you know, the folks who did the broadcast last night, we appreciate them and other schools being able to do what Steve's done for years, and Jack Hull and his boys down there have done for years, and being able to bring the local communities together and watch these games, even though we can't have fans in attendance. But the one thing that they talked about was just those early season butterflies, of course, those mistakes. But folks, remember, this is the first time these boys, especially junior high, have competed since junior high baseball. And so, you know, you're talking back in the fall, and you're talking, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months for some of them. Some of them haven't competed since last year during basketball this time, so a full year without any competition. And you know, one thing that drives a lot of these kids, and we talk about it when they get up in high school, you know, is they go to school to play sports, you know, and like it or not, that's what keeps a lot of these kids eligible, is having that ability to have a reason to be there, right? School's boring to some kids. I encourage all kids to go to school as long as you possibly can. Avoid being an adult as long as you can, right? But, you know, basketball, baseball, football, volleyball, all the sports keeps the kids involved in school, keeps their grades up, hopefully. And that's what's exciting for me, is just a little bit of normalcy for these boys and girls who have not had the opportunity in the last year to even remember what normal is. And for us older folks, it's you know, it's a little bit easier transition. We've been in and out of some tough times in our lives, but for these kids, you know, they deserve this. They work their tails off during the summer. They do a lot of different things. You know, it's just, again, like you said, Coach, I just think it's a blessing to have competition back in schools, and you know, we're happy that Illinois has done something about it.
Absolutely.
Well, Kevin, and talking about that, there's other part of the student body, just not from being here, but look at our band students. We're losing a whole year with our band students. We're not getting quality time with our chorus students. And so in a person that did athletics and arts both, the arts was more of a personal venting and relief for some of these athletes. I don't care if it's art, industrial arts, chorus, band. Those things all are release points for kids to allow their emotions to come out. Because in sports, we don't want the emotions to come out on the in a bad way on the floor. And so I'm looking for some normalcy for the whole student body as far as that's concerned. And it's great that we have this back, so their spent-up energy that they haven't been to do anything is back. And I agree with you. I'm glad Illinois finally got on board and got us playing again.
Yeah, the odd thing is, you know, if you watched the boys' game last night, it is tough to watch these kids have to compete in mask, and I'll be the first one to tell you that it's not normal, and it's not normal for these boys. But I'll tell you what, I really think that at this point, you know, as a 7th, 8th grader, even going into high school. I think it's going to make them a stronger adult because they've seen a little adversity early in their life. They've seen where the world isn't fair and it's not always going to be fair. And you just kind of got to deal with it. So these kids are just happy to be out here no matter what the circumstance. And I agree again, Steve, that, getting everything back to normal would be great. But for right now, I'll take a fraction of it.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And I know, Coach Fullerton, you said on the school board, this has been a trying time for even school board members trying to do the right thing and keep kids safe and balance that line. It has been difficult for everyone.
It has been. I mean, you look at your administrators and our AD, Dave Phelps. I mean, I want to applaud every administrator. Probably been pulling their hair out since last March. But they've done a great job. Our athletic directors, local athletic directors, I commend them for everything that they've done. Really quickly putting together schedules and so forth. I know from talking to Coach Little, our head football coach, talking to other football coaches in the area as well, coming up with the schedule and how it's going to play out. Is there going to be an all-conference team? And how do you handle practices, with your spacing and so forth. And at the end of the day, I think coaches, administrators, kids are willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't look like the way we want it to look, but we'll make it work. And the goal would be to eventually, as time passes and things hopefully keep getting better, the mask will be gone and the 30-foot from the court rule will be gone, those types of things, and we will get back to more normal.
Yep, I was at a doctor's office with my mom today, and we've each had our first shot, and he's saying that about 15 days after you've had that shot, that basically you're vaccinated for it, but you need this booster to make it long-term. And so I think the more people that get vaccinated and that happens, I don't think masks are going away, particularly during flu season. I think we're going to see masks during flu season because we've proven this year that the flu has not passed around as much.
Yeah, I don't know one person that's had the flu.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
You don't hear about it, that's for sure.
What happened to the flu? I don't know.
It flew the coop. It didn't want to stay around with COVID.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this. Tell you what, when we come back, we'll talk about the WIVC football season because that got something unique. We'll tease you with a little bit of that, and we'll be back after these messages.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Back, and we're on the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Kevin, you got the read over there. I don't have it.
Yeah, Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. That's what we're in right now. The Comfort Man, call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. And Steve, we're going to hop right into the B&N Trucking starting lineups. If you need something hauled or want to be a part of the team as a driver or owner-operator, call B&N Trucking at 217-289-3555 today. For the visiting Payson Seymour Indians, their starting lineup is going to look like this for the 7th grade game. Number 1, Ransom Zinley. Number 24, Nolan Sparks. Number 40, Hunter Miller. Number 32, Jace Gilmore. And number 22, Oliver Triplett. And for your Brown County Hornets, their starting lineup is going to look like this. Number 4, Vince Young. Number 22, Eli Staten. Number 30, Micah Henry. Number 33, Mitchell Oliver. And number 34, Trey Fullerton. Those are your starting lineups for this ball game, for this contest, 7th grade contest. Got the 8th grade contest to follow. Now, Steve, you wanted to talk about a little WIVC.
Well, I tell you what, let's save that for a little bit later. Let's talk about the keys to the game, and those are brought to you by
Henry Automotive. Dealership quality auto repair and service, hometown prices. Henry Automotive, 773-9066. Coach Fullerton, what do you think our Hornets have to do to come out successful and victorious in game 1?
I think at the 7th grade level, any junior high level here, 7th and 8th grade, not many turnovers. You got to be able to rebound, no second chance points for the other team, and actually run an offense. Because practice and game situations are completely different.
Yep.
You know, because this is live, and we're going at it here. So I want to see an offense, if you get in a flow offensively and score some points, and like I said, score points. You got to score points to win the dang game. So
when you get a chance to get to the line, you know, my keys to the game in any junior high game is always going to be turnovers, but secondly, it's always going to be free throws, because you know it's you're going to get hacked a bunch whenever you're going up for a layup, and you know, if you can't make a free throw, you're leaving points off the board that need to be there. That's what they're called free throws for. So they're free. Make them. Stops clocks while you're doing it, and you know, nobody's in your face. So that's my keys to the game. Steve?
Well, I agree with all those that you guys had, and I had to laugh there at Heath. You know, they've been running plays in practice, and if they screw up, the coach blows the whistle and we start all over again. If you screw up in a game, they're waiting for that whistle to blow to start the play all over again, and it's usually the ball going the other direction.
Right.
And, you know, I can remember teaching 5th and 6th graders, 7th graders, an offense and getting it in their head why it's important that you run the play in this way and do things. They get caught up in the moment, and you'll hear a lot of "but coach" during that time. So I look at 7th grade level is a time for all the learning to happen. By 8th grade level, you need to be doing some things correct as far as the skills are concerned and running the plays.
Yes.
Well, back to the WIVC thing before the game starts, because I tell you what, I'm psyched for football. You know, I'm almost to the point that I wouldn't care if we had another state championship game. But what they're going to do this year is unique to COVID, and I'm going to put it in the bug in the air that I think that this part of the schedule should stay. So in other words, this year what we're going to do is we're going to play our 5 division conference people, the people that are in our conference. So we're staying within the North Conference. Here's the kicker. Week 6, number 1 from the North is going to play number 1 from the South. Number 2 is going to play number 2. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So we're actually going to have a WIVC crowned champion.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty stinking awesome. Personally, I think we should do 1 through 8 in the weeks, just play the opposing conference 3 games. I don't care if you played them before. I don't care if you're playing them in playoffs. Week 9 is a setup just like we have for 6 weeks, week 6 this year. You guys' opinion on that?
I like it. I mean, we're playing football first and foremost, so I mean, it's a good thing. I know from a coaching standpoint, you know, when you're talking tackling and so forth, you want to make sure you get those practices in. So we're kind of limited a little bit on our practices, but I know from talking to my oldest boy that, hey, we're excited to play football, and his teammates are too. I do like the format of 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, et cetera. I think that's a good thing. It's a good way to let it go out and then let those bodies recover. You know, unless you're a baseball player or a track athlete, let those bodies recover, and hopefully in July we're going with camp again and jump right into a full season and hopefully have a state series.
Yeah, I mean, that's my thing. And Kevin, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see high school football again. I mean, that was the one thing that you missed during the fall the very most. You know, I would have loved to jump from a junior high baseball game and go straight out to the field and watch our Brown County Hornets dominate some in the WIVC, and I'm absolutely pumped at who Brown County starts off the year with. Let's go get some of that Panther country, you know what I'm saying? I hope they're out there listening. Let's go.
It'll be a very, very good game.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Well, we're getting ready for the inbound. There is no jumping off. Kevin's got the play-by-play. He's got the stats for you. I'm doing the camera, so don't be mean to me if I don't get the camera switched and I get involved in the ball game.
Yeah, no tip-off tonight, as that's one of the guidelines that we're going to follow. So Payson's going to begin the game with the ball. Ball over to the corner. That's going to be Nolan Sparks. Sparks down low. Looked like the young man stepped out of bounds, but he's going to get fouled on the play. That's going to be Zanley who's going to go to the line. Should be shooting 2 here, Coach.
Yes, 2 shots. Foul was on Vince Little.
Shot up and good. That's going to be the first points of the year for Payson Seymour. Zanley in the books. Second shot, up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Henry. Pass is intercepted by Payson. Payson's going to take over. Zanley, dribble drive, goes up, puts up the layup, no good. Brown County given some second chance opportunities here. Ball's going to go out off of Payson. Brown County ball.
Looks like Brown County or Payson's going to come out with pressure on the ball on everybody, Kevin.
Full court. Oh, almost a travel there. Ball across the half-court line. That's going to be Little. Little dribbles, passes it off. That's Oliver. Oliver up for 2, no good. Payson with the rebound, going the other way. Outlet pass down to Zanley. Over to the side. That's Jace Gilmore. Gilmore's stuck in a spot there. Fullerton with some good D. We're going to get a turnover. Fullerton gets a turnover with a steal, and he's bringing it up. Now over to Little, on the left side. Little dribbles over to the right, looking for something, nothing. That's one thing these kids are going to have to adjust is when that mask falls down, that is a distraction. Not sure exactly what the competition rules are there. Now over to Henry. Back to the middle of the court. Back over to Little on the right side. Little goes baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to Hunter Miller. Now there's going to be a turnover. Turnover back to Payson. Struggling to keep the ball on either side of the court. Now it's going to be Nolan Sparks going up for 2 hard, and he's going to get fouled and shoot 2. 1-0 on the Cass Communications scoreboard so far. 4:33 to go in the first quarter.
And I think while we accepted a little sloppy play here early since we didn't have as many practices and these boys haven't been doing that.
Right.
First shot up, no good. Sparks looking for his first point of the game. Looking to extend this lead to 2. Shot up, no good. Rebound tossed around. That's going to be Sparks with the rebound. Now over to Zanley. Over to Oliver. Oliver triplet, he's going to get a foul as Little went up for the hard rebound, and he went down to the ground hard, but he's going to be fouled, and Brown County will take over possession. Just like these boys are a little rusty, we're a little rusty too. These masks are making it a little more difficult for me. Looks like Carter Havens is checked in the game for the Hornets. And we got a timeout. Coach Flessner wants to talk about it. We'll be right back.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back to the action and at a quick 30-second timeout. Brown County trails early on here. In the first quarter, Havens will bring the ball up. He's over to Staten. Staten now over to Henry. Henry left side, takes one dribble, gives it off to Fullerton. Fullerton, one dribble and picks up the ball. It's a cardinal sin, right, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. Dribble with a purpose.
Down on the sideline. That's going to be Oliver. Oliver goes up strong. Looked like he got fouled, but no call there. And number 1, Zanley, will pull down the rebound. Gives it over to Sparks. Sparks tries to go down low. Brown County defense broke down there a little bit, but luckily we got a tip pass out of bounds. It'll stay here with Payson. Had a man wide open down low. Ball inbounded. That's going to be Sparks. Goes up for 2, no good. Ball tipped around. That's going to be number 40, Hunter Miller, who gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line. be the third opportunity for the Payson Seymour Indians tonight at the line. Miller will shoot 2.
Who's that foul?
Ball up, no good. Looks like that foul was on. I don't know. They got 44 on the board, but no 44 in the game.
Okay.
Brown County with a big substitution. Give me a minute as I get these players correct. Miller, second shot up, no good. Rebound by Vlad Roberchek, who checked into the ball game. Turnover, Brown County. Payson coming the other way. Zingley up for 2 and good. 3-0. Payson with a commanding lead so far because there's not much scoring. Brody Phelps picks up his dribble. He's in trouble being double teamed. Now Carter Havens able to help him out. Havens with a beautiful pass down to Roberchek. No good. Payson with the rebound coming back the other way. Zanley can't corral the pass, and it's going to be a Brown County ball after a Payson Seymour turnover. Who's keeping track of turnovers today, guys?
I don't think we have. I don't think we have enough paper for that.
Ball inbounded. Brown County's bringing it up. That's Brody Phelps, the 6th grader. Left hand dribble, all the way up the left sideline. Passes it off, and up for 2. Who was that, guys? Sorry.
Landon Barfield.
Barfield for 2. Gets Brown County on the board. And Payson's going to turn it over after pass scoots through the hands of Jace Gilmore. Looking to inbound the ball. Phelps. Now to Havens. Havens, left-hand dribble. Carter Havens, very athletic 6th grader. Knows how to handle the ball. He's going to get fouled on the dribble drive.
Can you send me that link?
It's just on our private page.
Havens to inbound the ball. Looking to get on the board again. Shot up, no good. That was Marshall Gallagher who had the attempt and missed it. Payson with the rebound, and we got a foul on Gallagher. Looks like we're going to get another timeout. We'll be back right after these messages.
At All About Dance and More, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth continued effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of an original and unique learning environment. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for an AADM journey.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Welcome back to our listeners and viewers. Kevin Dieterle, Heath Fullerton, and
A Rustic Garden ships home.
And a commercial from a Rustic Garden. Once again, we got to get these kinks out, so we're just as rusty as the boys on the court. Steve with a sweet new setup for us, so hopefully everybody at home is enjoying the views from the video. Nick Hendricker and Steve have done a great job hooking this community up. We're going to do as many ball games as we can, Steve.
Absolutely, as many as we can physically do. I've heard some rumblings out there from the volleyball people. I know they're doing a stream over in the volleyball tonight. No play-by-play, of course, and that's at least you've got something to watch there. But if we have anybody that has a desire to broadcast volleyball, come and you need to learn the equipment and do that. We need play-by-play people because that's not me.
That's right, and not just volleyball, right? So, you know, Steve and I and Coach Fullerton can only do so many games. So we got guys like AJ Casting who are laying in the weeds waiting to help us. Lack of basketball knowledge there, but he can probably get through a couple games. Payson Seymour brings the ball. AJ's sitting in front of me, so hopefully you heard that. But Payson with the easy layup, and that's going to be Nolan Sparks as he gets another 2, puts Payson Seymour up 5-2 in this contest. Phelps, left hand, switches over to his right, looking for somebody to come help him. Coach, this goes back to your point. We're not doing a very good job running that offense, and Sparks picks off another pass, goes up for 2, rebound to Havens. Havens now over to Phelps. Phelps left side. He's going to dribble in, nothing there. Kicks it back to Havens. Havens, little three-foot shot, no good. Roberchek up, no good. Marshall Gallagher up, no good. Roberchek, big strong boy there, pulls it down. Havens goes up strong, no good. Now Vlad gets one in there. Vlad Roberchek with his first 2 points of the contest. 5-4, Payson Seymour. Again, another golden opportunity for Payson there, as Brown County's defense not doing a great job of getting back, leaving a man wide open down on the block. Turnover to Brown County, though.
Well, and I think, you know, with Payson pressing, if you're a Brown County guard, you can't panic. And I know that's tough for this age group, but everybody wants to get in such a rush. It's like a hot potato, you know, to get rid of the ball. Just relax. Everything's going to be okay.
If
you're a guard for a reason.
That's right. And if you're getting double teamed, that means somebody's open. Wyatt Cassie comes into the ball game. He puts up his first shot of the game. No good. That's rebounded
by Robarchek, and
that's going to be Brierton with that
Brierton.
rebound. Yep.
Is it Brierton?
Yep. Havens the inbound here after the Payson foul. And we're going to get a travel there. Mitchell Oliver went up for the shot, kind of rethought it, got a little bit too far into the basket and brought it down. Traveling turnover to Payson. Another breakdown in the defense as Payson's able to get it to the middle, but Brierton with the big old stuff says no thank you. Casting, bring the ball, crafty dribble behind the back. Casting, the 6th grader, the lefty. Out on the logo. Takes it with his left hand, passes off. That's over to Staten. And we're going to dribble the ball off our foot. Another turnover. 5-4 ball game. Payson Seymour on top of your Cass Communication scoreboard with 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Plenty of action, just not a lot of scoring so far. Sparks down low. He gets it to Triplett. Triplett no good. Brierton with the rebound, but he's going to take some extra steps. We ought to mic Coach Flessner up for these guys. I'm just saying.
All we need is a mic out here on the table, and you can hear Dane clear over here.
Yep.
That's a hot mic waiting to happen.
Yep. The forehead is red and echoing off the walls here at the high school tonight.
Ball inbounded by Payson. That's going to be Gilmore with the drive, and he's going to be fouled. I believe they called that on the court, so shouldn't be shooting unless they're in the bonus already. Not quite yet. Brown County with 5 fouls. Payson with 2. Ball to be inbounded by Gilmore. Out to Miller. Back to Gilmore. Left-hand dribble. Almost picked off. Zanley, he gets blocked by Oliver. Now we got a loose ball tie-up. Possession arrow stays with Payson. 44 seconds to go here, first quarter action.
So I take it, Kevin, that wasn't a scrum?
Not yet.
Okay.
We haven't seen a scrum yet. I haven't changed my vernacular that much. I will use that at some point. Ball is inbounded. Payson. That's going to be Miller. Ball swinging around the left side. Zanley on the left side. One dribble with his right hand. No
nice
good.
Move.
Zanley is the smallest kid on the court, but he's probably one of the most aggressive. Nice dribble drive there by Hunter Miller for 2. That's going to extend the lead out 7-4. Cassing dribbles the ball up behind the back. Almost gets it picked off there. I know Wyatt's looking for the three. He's a good little three-point shooter. Shot up, no good. Briarton brings it down, goes back up, gets fouled. He's going to shoot two. He's had 3 or 4 rebounds in his short time in this ball game. Strong kid. 7-4, 3.8 to go here, first quarter. Levi Briarton. First shot up, no good. That's where you get your butterflies the most. I always had butterflies when I was shooting free throws.
Yep.
It didn't matter how many people were in the gym.
Yep.
I think I heard him say on the broadcast last night when a young man may have airballed a free throw. The good news is nobody's here to see it.
Yes.
Levi with his second attempt, free throw up.
Went over the line.
Speaking of that, I remember a couple years ago we were playing up in Macomb at the Holiday Tournament, and Rock Ridge was playing. That's when they had Ethan Happ, and he was a D1 recruit going to Wisconsin, and he airballed up there at Western. I'm like, wow, even D1 recruits airball free throws.
Last shot of the quarter, no good from Payson. As we enter the first quarter, 7-4, Payson Seymour over your Brown County Hornets on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Folks, we'll be right back with more Brown County action.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door.
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It can save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything.
Welcome back.
We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
Welcome back to second quarter action here in Mount Sterling. Quick shot there by Fullerton. Rebound, that's going to be Holmberry. Holmberry up for two. Quick score for Brown County here. Coach Flessner wants some pressure. 7-6. Payson still leads on that Cass Communications scoreboard, but a quick strike there from Brown County should get some momentum. Shot up, no good. That's going to be Boylan with the rebound. Now down to Cassing. Cassing, left side of the court. Good dribble, drive up, no, and it goes in. Got the shooter's touch there with the layup. Does Wyatt Cassing for his first 2 points of the night. Back comes Payson. Ball out top. That's Triplett. Tries to get down low, but Triplett's going to get called for the travel as Brown County comes out early with a flurry of 4 points here in the first minute to take the lead 8-7.
It's like that old Nintendo game, double dribble.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, you get hot and the basket turns like a fire ring. Yeah.
NBA Jam,
yes.
Or the Nintendo version, you know. Over to Cassing, Cassing up for three, in and out. That ball was halfway down. Love that shot selection, though. He was wide open. Took his shot there. Fullerton got fouled on the rebound. A little substitution here. Hunter Miller is coming back into the ball game for Payson. Hohenberry to inbound here. Oh, wide open is Mr. Fullerton for two as he lays it up and in, giving Brown County a 10-7 lead here early on in the second quarter. Back comes Payson. Ball over to the left side. Over to Zanley on the right. Dribbled off the foot there. Good motion by Payson. I think they're running their offense a little bit more clean than Brown County at this point.
They do a great job of cutting.
Zanley on the left side after a Payson Seymour rebound, offensive rebound, given another rebound by Zanley, the smallest guy on the court. He's a scrapper. Jump ball possession stays with Payson. Triplett to take the ball out of bounds. Over on the right side, nice pump fake. Goes up for two, no good. That was Gilmore. Back comes Brown County after the rebound. Casting up the left side, pushes it a little bit. Little running jump shot there from Wyatt Casting, splashes it. 12-7, Brown County on top. Brown County looks like they're in a little 2-3 here, Coach.
Yep.
Casting doing a good job down in the post, holding his ground.
Whatever Coach Flessner said to him there at the end of the quarter, my goodness, they woke up.
Yep, good rotation here. You got Jack Sefton in the ball game. Wyatt Casting. Fullerton. Who else did we have in there? Matt Boylan. Good little rotation. Good good roster they just put on the court there. Nice little run to get them this 5-point lead. We got a timeout here on the court. We'll be right back.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again,
sorry about that, folks, as we get back into ball play. As we said, we're getting used to this live feed thing that we're doing with the commercials.
Yeah, so quick turnover for Brown County. It's going to be Payson with the ball. 3 up, no good. Batted around a little bit. Rebound comes down to Brown County. Holmberry over to Fullerton. Back to Holmberry, top of the key. Tegan puts a shot up off the top of the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, didn't give up on it. Trey, little step back jumper, no good. Rebound down to Payson. Now Zanley up the right side of the court. Good outlet pass, gets it down, up for 2, no good. Holmberry with the rebound. Now to Casting. Casting's going to slow it down. Brown County in a good groove before that timeout. Need to find it back. Payson sitting in a 1-2-2. Get the ball down low to Jackson McNeff. It's tipped away. Back comes Oliver Triplett. He's going to get some hoop and harm. That's the first one of those we've seen in the ball game.
Yeah, that was nice. Good effort.
Good little baseball player is Mr. Triplett. Got a substitution as Holmberry is going to take a seat for a little bit. We're going to have another timeout here. All right, folks, we'll be right back.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Casting Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Welcome back to Brown County. Triplet makes it a 12-10 game as he finishes the and one opportunity. Folks, I think we're having a little technical difficulties with the cameras. I know Mr. Steve Surratt's going to figure that out for us. But in the meantime, you just get to listen to me talk as much as I can. That's going to be Mr. Fullerton from about 8 feet off the glass. Unconventional nowadays. I love to see it. Use that glass.
Little Tim Duncan look off the glass.
Zanley gets it down to the post. He's got to kick it out. Kicks it out to Triplet. Triplet for three, no good. That's going to be off of Micah Anderson. It's going to stay right here with Payson.
Kevin, just so our listeners know, I'm going to have to leave and go home and get a camera link to make this work. If you go to commercial, guys, just hit the space bar here and let the commercial run and hit the space bar to stop it, okay?
That's a lot of trust that he's putting in us, but we can figure it out. Zanley, he's going to drive into the lane. He's going to get fouled. That's going to put Payson, I thought that would put him in the bonus. Yep, 1-on-1 here.
Yep. Who's that foul on for us?
Looks like that was on 13.
Okay, so that's Casting. Okay.
Zanley's going to go to the line, shoot the 1-on-1. 14-10 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. First shot is up and good. Makes it a three-point ball game. Looking to get it down to 2. Brown County's biggest lead was 5. Second shot up, no good. Rebound by Jackson McNeff. Fullerton with the ball, right-hand dribble. Close to a carry there, Trey. Phelps now over to the left side. Anderson with one dribble, now kicks it over to Fullerton. He thought about it. Kicks it back out, Phelps, top of the key. Over to Anderson. Anderson back to Phelps. Batted away. Now Fullerton. One drive, right hand. One dribble, right hand. Looking to kick it back out. Phelps makes himself available. Brody gets in the middle lane. He's going to get called for the travel. Just one step too many. We've seen a few of those tonight.
Yeah, a little sloppy.
A little sloppy. We talked about that before the game. Expectations of that. Hopefully it'll be cleaned up in a couple weeks, but good to see the boys back out there as Payson brings the ball up, trailing by 3. And we didn't wind the clock, it looks like, so all-star referee crew out there tonight, Coach.
Yeah, it's a group of all-stars in the tri-state area. You couldn't ask for a better set of referees out there tonight.
They're fun to watch. Any field you put them on, they're solid referees, and we appreciate them. Payson with the shot up, no good. Ball batted around. Payson with 2 offensive rebounds in this possession. Ball kicked back out. We're going to get a 3 look, and it's good. That's going to be a tie ball game as Hunter Miller drains the 3. 14-14 with right at 40 seconds to go here. Phelps, Oliver, Henry, Law on the court for Brown County. Law gets the ball down in the paint. He's in deep trouble. That's going to be kicked out. Shot up, no good. Micah Henry off the mark just a bit. Dribbles in. Payson, that's going to be Zinley. He's going to go up. High floater off the back of the rim. Almost got his own rebound. Henry able to wrestle it away from him. Phelps, he's got 6 seconds. Hunter Law down in the paint. Throws it away. Zinley, he's got 1 second. That's how this half is going to end. First half action, 14-14. Brown County, Payson Seymour in 7th grade basketball action. Folks, we're going to try to go to commercial, and then we're going to try to do a halftime show without Steve. We'll be right back after these.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
Burnett's Plumbing Company. It's good to know someone you trust when your home is giving you a headache. Burnett's Plumbing has been helping customers solve household plumbing problems in Brown County for 7 years. Their mission is to provide Brown County and the surrounding area with quality, timely, and professional plumbing service. Give Burnett's Plumbing a call at 217-773-3008. That's 217-773-3008, where they believe a flush is better than a full house.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palm, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sharing a big family moment. Working hard from home. Relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age. where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Welcome back to all of our listeners, and hopefully pretty soon of some viewers. We are well aware that we have some camera issues, everyone, and I promise you, Steve is on it. He had to run home to grab some cables, but in the meantime, you're going to listen to the halftime show, brought to you by Yingling and Nissen Insurance, 111 West Washington Street, Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. Interesting first half there, Coach. Kind of back and forth. We saw the turnovers that we expected, and this 14-14 contest between two pretty good teams.
Yeah, both teams for the most part are playing pretty well. When you look at Payson off the start here, offensively, looked like there was a lot of cutting. Some of their players, one player make a three. But it's tough, I know, for Brown County. Brown County seems to have subbed a lot more than Payson. And, this early in the year, it's hard to find that chemistry and what works and what doesn't. So, because, you're trying to get kids playing time, but you're also trying to win a ball game, too.
That's right, yep.
So, hard to find that chemistry.
That's right. And, it's a great thing to have 20, 25 kids out for basketball, but in reality, when you put 5 kids on the court, at some point you have to find exactly what you just said. You have to find that chemistry. You have to find that, that winning squad. And maybe that's, for Brown County, maybe that's 10, 12 deep, which would be great, right? We haven't had that depth for a long time in Brown County, and you want to keep those athletes out. So the playing time makes sense for now until they figure it out. Coach, what do you got for stats in that first half?
Okay, as you stated earlier, score is 14-14. Looking at Payson, Ransom Zale is a leading scorer with 5 points. They also have Hunter Miller with 5 points as well. For the Hornets, we have Wyatt Casting coming in with 4 points and Trey Fullerton with 4 points. Those are the leading scorers for the Hornets. Looking at fouls, Vince Little has 2 for the Hornets. Casting has 2. Oliver and Fullerton each have 1. Gallagher has 1. Looking at Payson, Oliver Triplett has 2 fouls. Hunter Miller, who's a pretty good little shooter, he has 2 fouls as well. Looking at free throws, Payson is 3 for 9. We are 0 for 2 for free throws right now. So when I look at that, as I stated earlier, Payson's doing a lot of cutting and getting to the basket. Well, that tells me they're being a little bit more aggressive getting to the hole, because that's where your free throws come from when you're getting that contact, heading to 10 to the hoop. So I think collectively Brown County needs to get to the basket more in this second half.
Absolutely. Get to the rack a little bit. Look for that contact, kind of fight through it. I know at this age it's a little bit tougher. The boys just aren't built for that quite yet, but Payson is doing a nice job. And what I'll say for Payson is they're doing a nice job on the offensive glass. They've had possessions when they've had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds to keep the possession and give themselves a chance. And anytime you catch the ball under the basket in junior high basketball, huge opportunity to get fouled, huge opportunity to just make an uncontested layup. So that's where Payson has done their damage. Yeah, they have had a three-pointer, but Brown County had a really solid squad there early in the second quarter who came out, gave them that quick bolt or jolt, of energy.
They did, yes.
And got them that 5-point lead, and now it's kind of finding that chemistry again that you talked about. And then for me, it's just keeping Payson off the offensive glass.
Yeah, you got to box out, and my gosh, I've coached a lot of these kids, in youth sports, and you have too. And, at the youth level, it comes down to fundamental work. And sometimes that can get lost when we're watching, the LeBrons of the world and everybody else make these threes and score. But Dennis Rodman made his living on rebounding.
Yep.
So, if you're a young kid out here and you find your niche, whether it be rebounding or are you a shooter, good defensive player, you got to find your thing and go with it. Not everybody's going to score 20 points a game.
That's right.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, so, you know, we had Sam Coonrod on our channel on a Tuesday night, you know, professional baseball player. And, you know, the most interesting person we probably ever had on there that I've been a part of. And you know, Coach Hoots called out that, you know, a guy like Sam Coonrod, the athlete that he is, he's probably 6'2", you know, 195 just built, right? But Coach Hoots said, Sam, you were the one player I coached against who could control a game without ever scoring a point. And as a junior high kid, I know that's a tall task to ask them, hey, just go in there, rebound, play defense. But when you understand your role on a team like this, boy, your team just gets that much more dangerous because you're not always looking to shoot. When it's there, you shoot it. But, I mean, a guy like Sam Coonrod, perfect example of just being a great teammate. And that's what I know Coach Flessner, Coach Ingram, and those folks on our Brown County bench are trying to coach these kids up to be just good human beings, but great teammates.
Yeah, and they'll get there. I mean, everybody will know their role here eventually. They'll weed it out.
That's right. Well, we're excited to bring you this second half action. We're going to go to Steve. You want us to stay here, or what do you think? Steve's getting that video ready, so I'm just going to stay here. Payson's back out on the court. They're going with their starting five again, so let's run down those one more time for Payson to start this second half in a 14-14 ball game. It's going to be Ransom Zanley, Nolan Sparks, Hunter Miller, Jace Gilmore, and Oliver Triplett. Yet to be determined who Brown County is going to start, but it looks like
their starters.
Original starting lineup: Vince Little, Eli Staten, Micah Henry, Mitchell Oliver, and Trey Fullerton. Trey needs some rec specs, Coach. You know the old rec specs that go beyond.
It won't be long, and those will be off.
Okay.
Another week or so, and the glasses come off for good.
I love those rec specs.
Yeah. Little Kurt Rambis.
That's right.
Action type thing. Yeah.
Nobody will mess with you.
Right.
Brown County to start with the first possession of the second half. Oliver over on the left side puts up a shot. No good. Probably not the shot Coach Flessner was looking for.